Hi, boys and girls. For this activity, you are going to be using your hundreds chart. And so you have one here on the screen that you can just look at, but you also have one with your supplies. And your chart actually goes up to 120. This one just goes up to 100. But if you have your chart, you might want to take it out and kind of study it, because on the next few slides, we're going to do a game where you are going to try and tell me what number I'm covering. And then later on, you're going to actually see an empty chart and you're going to try and figure out where numbers belong. Okay, so whenever you have some time, you might want to really study that chart. The more you study it and get familiar with it and see the different patterns that are on the chart, it's going to help you greatly with your math work. So here's my first slide, and so I want you to figure out which number I have covered up with the purple square. And there's many different ways that you might do this. So think about what the number is, say it to yourself, and then I will reveal that it was the number 10. And so there might have been different ways that you did it. You might have started over here and started at 1 and counted till you got to that purple square. You might have looked right in front of it and saw that there was a 9, and you know 10 comes right after 9. You might have looked at the 20, the 30, the 40, and you might have known that the 10 would have come first in that pattern. So many, many different ways that you could have figured out that 10 was the covered up number. Okay, what number is under the purple square? If you guessed 50, you were correct. Again, many different ways that you could have done it. You might have thought, okay, there's 49, so this has to be 50. You might have looked at the 10, 20, 30, 40, and known that the next one would be 50. Okay, there's your next purple square. What number do I have covered up? Okay, if you guessed the number 80, you were correct. If you have somebody that's sitting by you, you might want to tell them how you knew that it was the number 80. You can explain your thinking. Okay, here's your purple square right here. See if you can figure out what number is covered up. Explain your thinking to somebody who's close by you. If you've got mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, maybe a sister, you can explain how you figured out what's missing. And it's the number 23. Okay, there's your purple square. What number is hiding underneath there? And it's the number 17. There's your purple square. If you want to pause the video also to give yourself some time to figure out what number is hiding under there, you can do that. And it's the number 30. $32. Okay, so now on this activity, we're going to do something a little bit different. You've got a blank 100s chart. So you know it starts with 1 and it ends with 100. And so I'm showing you the number 10. So I want to see if you can figure out where the number 10 would belong on this hundreds chart, knowing it starts with the 1 in the first box and ends with the 100 in the last box. And you might want to pause the video. That way you can do your thinking and you can figure out where it would go. Okay. And your number 10 would come right here. And so you might have thought if this is 1, this would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You might have already known that the 10 goes there because maybe you know this is 20. So again, lots of different ways for you to figure out where the number 10 went. 30. Remember, you can pause the video. Where do you think 30 would go? Pause it and think about it. And when you're ready, click play. So some of you might have started here at the first box and counted up to 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way till you got to 30. Some of you might have thought, well, if this was 10, you knew this was 20, then this would be 30. 50. Where would 50 go? Go ahead and pause the video and do what you need to do to figure out where 50 would go. If you have somebody sitting with you, you can explain to them what your brain is thinking. And 50 would go right here. What about 100? Where would 100 go? What about the number 9? Where would the number 9 go? $22. $22. Don't forget to pause the video so you can think about what you would do to figure out where the number 22 would go. And that was our last one. And so we'll probably do activities like this every once in a while. It's really important that you're able to notice where these numbers go on the 100 chart. It will be very helpful for you as you continue on during your math lessons in first grade, even second grade, third grade. Just really understanding the 100 or 120 chart would be very, very helpful for you.